5 weeks, just over a month.
Nice.
Is there going to be a
Hi,
Kahoot this time?
I named myself
There's no-
co-host.
No
There's
Kahoot.
no Kahoot?
No Kahoot this time.
Okay, so instead of the Kahoot, we have the breakout rooms. Yes.
Yeah,
if
for
we-
activity. Yeah.
If
We're
we
gonna
don't
do
do
a
a
fun activity.
Kahoot, if we don't do a Kahoot, I'll die.
Everyone
I'm
loves
sorry to hear that.
the quizzes. I never known a kid that loves the quizzes as much as you.
No, I
I
thought about
named myself
making.
co-host.
I doubt that. In title only, right?
My
Yeah,
name is
in name
Yeah.
only.
Creative. I thought about making one big Kahoot that was all the questions from all the other Kahoots combined, and y'all could just play it for like 3 hours. But
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean,
to
what
crown
time
the
is it
champion.
now?
Yeah.
All the other Kahoots are saved. We could just do all the Kahoots we just went through
Mm-hmm.
before.
We could we could all do a review.
A big old review. If we have time and y'all want to do Kahoots, we could do
How
it.
come there's Desiree but not Alexis?
It'll be fun to
She's
do the
sick
very
right
first
now.
Kahoot we did for this one.
Oh,
Do what? I didn't hear you.
She's sick right now, so she's
Oh,
resting.
that's sad.
hope she feels better soon.
Thank you.
Are you not? Is she on camera because she looks really bad and everyone says want to see you looking bad, or is it
No,
because
she's
she just
sleeping
doesn't
right
want to do
now.
the meeting?
She doesn't feel well, bud.
Yeah.
Getting a little bit of
Okay.
rest.
Questions.
Welcome, Shy Guys. Lunch and a meeting. Nothing like it. Ashwin, what is that picture?
He painted a cow on his
I think
stomach.
it's a cow. That's what it looks like.
I've asked him that before and he never answered me.
If I turn my head to the left, I can see a cow. Yeah.
It's a milk bottle.
We're
And he's
going
told-
with a cow.
It's a milk bottle. He told me it was a milk bottle. It's just that one brand of milk that has the cow on it. I forgot its name though. But it's a bottle of like chocolate milk or whatever.
Oh, okay. I've been wondering, but now
Yeah.
Like, what if you got
Now-
tattoos or something?
We have the
One
truth.
mystery solved. Right, here come the rest of the participants.
Oh no, Levi, the troublemaker.
Not sure about that. but-
troublemaker?
Yeah.
Ashwin, me, and Levi are the troublemakers. And
Yeah,
Mr. Mike's the trouble stopper.
I was gonna say, don't implicate anybody with you.
I'm the co-host.
See that? Does anybody want to be the Coco host?
Maybe Emma should.
Co-host. I'll be the co-host.
4 co's? The
And then
4
we
by
need a
co-host?
I did not want to raise my hand.
Bonus points for scientific notation.
Co-host to the power of what?
4 for me.
All right, I think we've got everybody, so we can get started.
Wait, no. We need
You're
a
really lagging, Miss Tara.
No, wait. We need a
I know.
co-host.
I think we can stop there. I think we got enough co-hosts. So I'm going to take the lead co-host spot here and get us kicked off. This is the last lesson on energy. Thank you all for the, attention and the focus over the last 5 weeks. We've been studying this. I hope you've learned a lot. We're going to cover a bit of a review like we normally do, and then the short couple of slide lessons on batteries and energy storage, why it's important. We've talked multiple times in other classes about how batteries work, so we're not going to go into that, but more the importance of storing energy. And at the end of this, we'll have a group exercise where we'll put you in breakout rooms and give you a task to do as a team, and then have a report out at the end. So make sure you got your thinking caps on. We're looking for some creative solutions to our energy problems. So without further ado, a quick review, and this really sums up everything we've studied so far. We talked about where our energy comes from, what is energy and where we get it, how we use it. You know, we said that energy is used almost in every aspect of our daily lives. And then we took a look at the different sources and the trade-offs that come with each of those. But just to kind of refresh where we are today, the majority of the global energy supply comes from burning fossil fuels. We've identified some issues with the emissions that are produced through those processes, as well as some mitigations to help reduce those near term, while we think about which energy sources may be the best ones to use to power the world as we continue to develop and bring more countries kind of into the modern amenity space, right? So they have access to the same things that everyone else does, right? And we even talked about launching missions to Mars and building moon bases, and how that requires even more energy than we use today, right? So the energy, the demand for energy is only going to increase as both the population increases across the globe, countries continue to develop, and we continue to push the envelope of what we do as a human race, right? Interplanetary society is going to rely on energy, you know, wholeheartedly, including, you know,
Like it's really
renewable sources of it.
Mr. Mike,
Yes, sir.
look at Levi's name.
Cool. I think he's got it capped on the number of co-hosts allowable. So what did we learn from the units on energy storage? Can somebody summarize it for me?
You can store AC power in batteries.
Do batteries store AC power?
I said
No.
they can't. They can't.
Can't, yes. That's a very specific takeaway, yeah. What else?
we are shipping other battery storages to the rest of the world, I think.
Yeah, a lot of
Batteries are
battery
pretty-
manufacturing.
Batteries are pretty inefficient. They don't store a lot for us.
In terms of inefficient, in terms of what?
So batteries, well, a big battery that you would want would take up a lot of space. It would eventually run out. It can leak as well. If we go to a regular battery that we use, sometimes I forget what it's called, but the acid will come out of
Yeah.
the battery. So it's not a
Battery
permanent
acid.
solution unless you somehow made a ton of them.
Yeah, they I think the summary I was fishing for there was batteries can store energy, but you need a lot of them to store a lot of energy. But that comes with cost because of the raw materials and manufacturing process. You do have to handle some potentially hazardous chemicals to make the types of batteries that we've looked at, like lithium ion or lead acid, or even cadmium batteries, nickel metal hydride. There's a variety of batteries out there, but those are all just devices for storing potential electrical charge or electrical capacitance. It's a way to temporarily store electricity and be able to use it on demand, which kind of leads into the overall summary for the lesson, which was why is energy storage important? And if you didn't take anything else away from what we've looked at in batteries so far, I think that's the important concept to communicate is all the energy sources we've looked at produce energy or electricity on a demand basis, right? You can't produce electricity and then just store it up infinitely. And when you're ready to use it, just pull from that. We tend to produce electricity to meet demand at the time, like hour per hour, minute per minute. Electrical plants are producing electricity and sending it to the grid so it can be used where it's needed. But energy demand isn't constant over time, right? That's the separation between base load energy, which you see on the chart in blue, which is kind of the minimum amount of electricity in this case, that we use over a 24-hour period in any given area of the grid, right? Let's say a country. The US or Canada has a base load electricity requirement that is its minimum over 24 hours. Now, during the day, we see increases in demand and reduced demand based on how much, do we need more heat? Like in the wintertime at night, it's colder. So you may use more electricity to produce heat. In the summertime, it may be hotter during the day. So your peak load, like in Texas and the US, your peak electricity or energy demand will be the highest during the day. Shy Guys, you got a question? Oh, okay. I saw your hand up. So that's really the concept that we wanted to convey, is that energy demand, specifically electricity, isn't constant over time. It peaks and then it hits valleys based on what you're using the energy or the electricity for. And different types of energy sources are better at meeting baseload demand or peak demand. Which types of sources do you think are better at meeting the peak demand?
It's like high water, hydro energy.
Why is that?
Because a lot of people are using water as energy.
It's easy to turn on and off because you just have to disconnect the turbine from the generator.
There you go. That's right. That's the key point, is to supply a country with baseload energy, you need sources that are very reliable, cheap, so you can produce all the baseload energy at as low a cost as possible, right? But the key with those baseload suppliers is they stay running all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, nonstop. Those are able to continue to produce electricity to meet baseload demand. The energy sources that are more favorable for meeting peak demand are the ones that you can turn on really quick and turn off really quick. And there are sources that are better for that than others. And I mean, you mentioned one, hydro is one of those, right? You can either run water through a turbine and produce electricity, or you can divert the water around the turbine and not produce electricity. They have combustion turbines listed there. What that really means is natural gas plants. You can burn natural gas or you can't. And we have such a readily available supply of natural gas, that it's easy to turn that off and on and store the natural gas for use later when we do need to turn the plant back on to meet peak electricity demand. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Concepts there? Okay.
I was wondering, how do they disconnect it and the turbine and connect it back to the generator? I'm just wondering how, because I can understand how you would just move a gear away or disconnect, but how would you put it back on? Because if a gear is moving really fast, then it can't really mesh with the other gear because it's moving so fast you can't actually get it in there. And you can't I just don't understand how you would do that.
I think it's probably just an electrical switch that they turn on and off.
Well, there's a mechanical linkage between the two, right? And those can be a variety of types. If you're so inclined to study mechanical engineering or machine design, you'll become very familiar with several different types. But what they tend to do is stop the turbine, not necessarily decouple the turbine from the generator, like at the mechanical interface where the shafts meet. That's certainly an option. But what they tend to do is just stop burning fuel, which quits producing steam, which quits turning the turbine blades, right?
But I was thinking, like, how would they do that for like hydro? Since there's always a supply of water, do they like they stop? Do they like make the water go like past the turbine or something?
Yep.
Somehow?
They route it to a different direction, like you say. Like
Oh.
Miles suggested, maybe there's an electrical switch that does it, but it basically closes the flow path of the water from the turbine and sends it down a different flow path away that doesn't go past the turbine. So
Oh.
the turbine stops, the electrical generator stops.
Okay.
Right.
I
Yes,
have
Miss
a
Sam.
question.
Yep.
Oh, when you say they redirect the flow, do you mean they're getting rid of the water into putting it into another use besides electricity, or do they reroute it into another source of water so it can be reused? Like, how does it work?
Well, that's the tough thing about hydroelectric is it relies on, if you remember the lesson, water has to flow from a level of high potential energy, like elevation. We use
Mhm.
elevation to create the potential energy, to low potential energy or lower elevation, right? It's the
Mhm.
traveling from high to low that we use to turn the turbine blades. It's potential energy, it's a kinetic, and that generates electricity. Now, if there were a way to get the water back from the side of lower potential energy to the side of higher potential energy without expending more energy, like with a pump, you would have a really, really efficient design for hydroelectric power. The way some plants, especially here in Newfoundland, is my understanding, use it is as the moon goes around the earth, what does it tend to influence regarding the level of water in the oceans?
Dry cleaners. Just died.
Tide. Yeah, the tides, right?
I was talking about the dish soap.
Same name, different concept, right? The moon influences the tide levels around the globe because of its gravitational pull, right? It influences water to come closer to shore, right? But what it's actually doing is raising and lowering sea level as it moves around the earth. Now, you can take advantage of that in some places where, as the water moves out, your reservoir is still, and you can use that to generate hydroelectric power, but that water level is going to draw down until the tide comes back in, and you can capture the elevation gain of that water and use it again as the tides go out to generate more electricity. So you get this natural increase in the height of a water column, potential energy, that you can then use to flow through a hydropower plant to create electricity.
So
like
like
that was really redundant, but yeah.
so the moon, like the moon's gravity pulls the water up, but like I'm confused. Like if it pulls it up, where does like is there like in somewhere in the ocean? Is there like a gap, like between two layers of water or something?
Well, it's not necessarily pulling it up, right? It's pulling it around. So Earth's spinning, the moon's going around it. The gravitational influence of the moon is pulling the water closer to the moon as the Earth spins. So if you think about a bowl of water and you tilt the bowl, the water's higher on one side than it is on the other. That's how we perceive the tide on a beach. Where it's higher on one side, the moon's pulling the water that way, it's going to be lower on the opposite side, as the globe turns. So someone else on the beach in, say, Spain would see a low tide. Somebody on the opposite side of the earth in, let's say Japan or California, west coast California, would see a high tide. So there's no gap. It just kind of moves like water rocking in a bowl. It's low on one side, high on the other, and then back and forth as the
That makes-
moon goes around.
Yes, that makes sense.
Cool. All right. Any other questions on the energy storage concept? This is a really hot topic. How do we? It would make the grid a lot more efficient if we can improve how we are able to store technology. Batteries is just one concept, right? The video talked about a flywheel concept, which is actually storing mechanical energy in momentum. Every car that's on the road today has a flywheel in it, and it's part of how the engine works. Turns out if you get a big rotating mass spun up, it has a lot of kinetic energy, and through mechanical linkages, you can use that to convert the flywheel's energy to do work in some other way.
Like using a spring, kind of like using a spring, almost.
It's similar. A spring is a different type of energy storage device. Yeah, you put energy into it and it stores it as potential energy due to the mechanical properties of the material it's made from, and then it can release that energy. Same concept, yeah, at the fundamental level.
Maybe like a wind-up toy or something is more similar.
That's a good example of converting potential energy to mechanical.
Mr. Mike,
Yes, sir.
send those kind of question before you change it. So how many quadruple A batteries would you need to provide enough power for 5 houses?
How many AA batteries? How many
No.
volts?
I said quadruple A, smaller than triple A.
Quadruple.
Well, how many volts does a quadruple A battery provide?
I don't know, I think maybe 0.5.
It's more than that.
1.
A typical battery provides 1.5 volts in the AA, AAA, quadruple A size. So 1.5 volts. You would have to figure out how many volts you need to get up to. A typical house appliance uses 120 volts, but then you have to convert it to watts, right? How much power is it actually going to use?
Not enough.
And then-
I mean, too much for the batteries to provide.
You need a lot of them, but you're not far off, because a lot of solar installations, local home solar installations, to mitigate the peak demand curves, are using battery for storage. Tesla is a popular manufacturer of these. There's many others. Generac has a
It's
system
an
now.
electric car.
Well, they make solar panels for your roof,
Oh,
and they make
yeah.
battery storage devices as well. So you can provide your home with electricity at night.
So does an electric car use like a rechargeable battery?
It does.
Oh, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. It would really stink to run your car one time and have to trade it in for a new one because the battery wasn't rechargeable. But yeah, most of the cars, this is my opinion, I think use lithium ion technology, because a lithium ion battery can, when you charge it all the way up, you can deplete it all the way down, and then you can recharge it all the way up and deplete it all the way down. It has a very high percentage of usable life per charge, where other batteries over time lose the ability to recharge to full capacity or can't discharge their full capacity. So less efficient for the weight. And
Mr.
lithium
Mike?
ion batteries tend to weigh less than comparables. Yes, sir.
Sorry for interrupting, but did you know that if you try to charge a non-chargeable battery, it'll explode?
I did.
Wait. When do you try to recharge a non-chargeable battery?
I'm going to save those details. Let's just say I've learned the hard way on multiple concepts in physics.
Uh-oh.
So that's why on the packaging of batteries they tell you not to recharge non-rechargeable batteries. That makes a lot of sense.
Right. That's right.
I was
It's not designed to replenish the potential charge inside of them. Some batteries are, most are not. The ones you buy at the store, just the regular copper top batteries, don't try to recharge them. It has to say specifically, this is a rechargeable battery, and it'll be a different chemistry to allow for that.
But like, why would a normal battery explode though?
That
Why
gets
does
into
it?
that gets into the chemistry quite a bit,
I
and I'm
still
not
remember
gonna,
saying.
can't go into it now.
I still remember that it was saying it was the pressure of the stuff inside trying to get recharged and it can't recharge, so it just explodes so much pressure.
Batteries tend to be sensitive to heat, and trying to pass a reverse current through something that isn't designed to take it can generate a lot of heat, and heat is actually the reason most batteries explode. Right, the pressure inside the container gets too great and they start to leak. But that's a whole nother topic.
It's like, because if you heat things up, they expand usually. So
Mhm.
I guess it kind of like keeps expanding in the, yeah, that might be kind of,
What's
that
the
doesn't sound too good.
what's the one substance on Earth that actually expands when you freeze it?
Concrete,
It's water.
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 Oh,
concrete expands when it rains.
I think that's with
Does it?
the sun.
That's why it has
I
those
know it's a different
wood-
material.
Yeah, I was gonna say water.
Most materials expand when they're hotter and shrink when they're colder. Water goes through a crystallization phase when it freezes that actually expands it a little bit, and it loses density when it expands, which is why ice floats in water. Neat, huh? All right, so
Well-
any questions in general on the energy unit? Because that's a wrap, kids. You've made it. You've come to the end of the 5-week unit on energy.
That was
Congrats.
it?
Hmm.
That's it.
that was it.
It's called Intro
One
to
slide?
Energy. What else do you need to know about energy storage?
You guys are gonna make the slides coming up here in a second.
Ooh.
Well, let me test it. Let's see. Shy Guys, why is energy storage important?
Quiet.
You're on mute. No lifelines, no phone a friend.
I don't really have an answer.
Okay. We talked about energy. Let's see. Chauncey, why is energy storage important?
So we can store energy over time to use it later when we actually need it.
Perfect answer, sir. That's right. So we talked about how we can supply, or the demand fundamentally is at a certain level, but there are times of the day when we need more energy than at others. And to meet that demand, because energy storage is kind of inefficient, we need to be able to put some away to meet that demand when it arises. And batteries is just one method. So that's really it. Through the course of the last 5 weeks, we've talked about where energy comes from and how we use it and why it's important, right? It drives everything we do in our daily lives. We talked about the sources we have available, including some that are in development, and how we expect those to change over time, right? That was the energy mix. We looked at the dual challenge, which is how do we provide the energy to fuel a world that is still developing while being responsible, to the environment, and reliably and affordably providing the energy we need. Right? That's the trade-offs we looked at. We can produce a lot of energy from fossil fuels, and we do today, but there's some trade-offs that we make that we need to be accountable for and think about how to handle.
You want me to open the breakout rooms? You want to tell them what their assignment is?
Yep, I got one more slide before we break out, and this is to frame up the exercise. Okay. So we're gonna put you in breakout rooms. And I'm not sure how many we're looking at here, maybe 2, maybe 3.
I put 2 so far.
Okay, awesome. So you're gonna work in teams, and you will be the creators of the world's next greatest energy source.
Who?
Miss Tara,
Yes.
are you able to record the breakout rooms?
They don't record. They don't record.
But we will record the report out at the end.
Create a new energy source.
I do have a question. How much time are we
Uh-oh.
allowed to have?
So I'd say 15 minutes.
Oh,
And
Okay.
that'll
What?
give us 15 minutes for everybody
Okay.
to report out, right?
All
Let's
right.
work quick, boys.
We're never gonna do this.
That's right. So this is completely creative mode, right? This is, you're going to generate energy for the world. How are you going to do it? Illustrate it to us. What mechanisms do you use? And how do you get it to the world? Like, how do you, we talked about transmission lines before for the grid. So think about that as well and build it into your illustration. Excuse
yeah,
me.
I think it's good to remember that like renewables can give electricity to your power your phones and your computers, right? But it doesn't make your phones and your computers. So when you're powering the world, most of the stuff in your house is not made by renewables. It only gives electricity. So you kind of have to get a combination of things.
Yeah. That's right. And if there are limitations like Mr. is talking about, be sure to discuss those in the presentation, right?
And also you can make up stuff. Like last class,
right.
I think somebody said, what if everybody had a bicycle with a generator and started biking all at one time? That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
That could be a good energy source. So you could be super creative with it.
Yeah, so one of the other benefits of that is we could all get more exercise if we went that route, right? So that's an important aspect. Also, be honest and transparent about talking about any potential emissions that may come from your source of energy. Everybody understand?
Yes.
So you can,
Yes.
you're going to draw a schematic. You can use a whiteboard, or whoever's in your group can choose to share a screen or draw for you guys. I don't see Lola. Is Lola on there, Levi? She usually does a thing. Oh, okay.
May have lost the
Oh,
entire
geez.
Latson house.
We might have, yeah. Okay,
I
well,
think
we'll see.
Lola left
And-
earlier.
Yeah,
I
she was
saw
having
her leave
trouble with her
earlier.
computer. Okay, so I'll open breakout rooms. Mr. Mike, you're just in one since you're not the host, but you can get out of it.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna open rooms and it's 6. So far, I just randomly picked 6 and 6.
What did you?
All right, so we have the jelly bean idea as a bit. I think we can find a lot of peak load one. Wait, what if we just combine a bunch of peak load ones? The Y, even if the if somehow
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
We could
we don't need to
loads.
have any of the. If we make a bunch of peak load ones, they can all be base load.
That's a plan.
I
Probably use like something like we put like it's probably would be like a long like pillar, and we would put like blocks on top of it and make the blocks come down, and it can make like some force.
Yeah.
I don't know how like
I've also heard of like perpetual motion machines.
bro, who keeps on erasing everything?
Who keeps on drawing that?
We can have like a box that comes down. Bro, I swear to God, whoever keeps on
Don't, yeah, guys, don't erase what somebody else is drawing. I'm looking at you, Chinese characters.
Could
Yes,
we
Chinese characters.
could we use the moon somehow?
We're gonna
Like, we're
blow
at,
up
like,
the moon.
You know how the moon's always orbiting the Earth. Will we use the moon to like to generate electricity somehow?
Wait. The moon is rotating the Earth. So if we attach a giant rope to the moon, it could spin something. With some
This
intense
is getting out of
force.
hand. This is getting really out of hand. Okay, wait. I'll make a moon. Here. Here's our.
I'm not sure if this would work, but we could do like a pole. and-
Right.
Here's our
They're in the middle of drawing.
We have no idea how much time we need.
I can't stay another 15 minutes.
space junk. Let's just
But-
use
but if you
space
wanna
junk
record
seconds
the-
and boxes.
I'll tell them too.
Well, give them, I mean, let them have as much time as they
And-
want. Just because I
and
have to
moon.
go doesn't mean it should end.
Okay.
Just record the report out.
Okay.
All right, so whenever we pull the box down, it'll spin a little thing which will make electricity.
No. I look of 100%. I did not say we should
Alright.
use child labor.
You were awfully confident in
No,
the
no,
breakout room,
no.
Lashman. Now you're,
No.
When is
Good one.
recording gonna start?
We
Who
have
wants to
Team
start?
Nuclear and Team Hydro. Who wants to go first?
Nuclear.
Not me.
I'll
Not
go
Team
first.
Hydro.
I'll
Please.
Bro, why
Team
does Team
Hydro go
Nuclear
first.
sound so
You
much
will
better?
go
Hydro.
first. Hydro. Okay, great.
Okay.
Our
I
name
did
might
not-
sound better, but our plan is definitely
Well,
not.
I could be the sharer person. I at least copied it down.
Yeah, it's gonna be terrible.
Can Nuclear go first?
Two. Yeah. So I've got
Not
two of
us.
the whiteboards. Who wants to?
Yeah, us.
I'll do it. I'll
No,
do it.
not
I'll do
yes,
it. I'll do
Who
it.
wants to?
Team
If you can't
Hydro
bring up
goes
your
first,
whiteboard, I
not
can do it.
nuclear. Yes, nuclear. No, this is
No,
All
this
right,
is-
who's going
this is
first? Who's going
one.
first?
Oh, this is ours.
Jelly beans?
Oh,
Yes,
no.
what? Oh, this is ours.
Okay.
What is
Nobody,
this?
nobody
This is
erase
like-
it. All
Okay.
right.
This is better than mine.
Who
All
wants
right,
to
who
describe it?
explain
Emma, do you
it?
want to help me with this?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay. So
Where is it? Where's the
Uh,
kid jumping on the trampoline?
It starts here.
I have no idea where it starts.
No, I
I'll find it in red.
Does it start with jelly bean?
Down.
Yes, it starts.
It starts with the
I'm
jelly
try-
beans, I guess.
I am
like-
trying to go.
Hold on.
I like
Hey,
it.
hey, guys, one speaker at a time.
I'm trying to go
Oh.
there. Not doing anything.
Low.
What is
Hey,
happening?
Guys, one speaker at a time, please. If you're not the speaker, you need to mute your microphone. Micah, I'm looking at you, bud. Thank you.
Okay. So, we came up with the idea that instead of just making one base load and a couple of, what was it?
Peak loads.
Peak loads, yes.
Mhm.
We could make a bunch of peak loads instead of just having a base load and a bunch of peak loads, since we're making a bunch of them anyways. So we came up with the main idea for hydro as just making that's our base load, since it would make a good amount. And we were going for no emissions. So, do we want to do the jelly bean thing first, or
Yeah, that
Jelly
is
bean.
our main thing.
jelly beans.
Okay, that was the first other idea. The jelly bean one where we fed kids jelly beans, put them on a trampoline, and it would act like a pump system, right? That's what we said.
Yes.
So child labor.
Well, they
I mean,
would get
they
treats.
would be okay. Okay, they are mid-teens. This is not child labor. This is
Are
like
they over
mid-teen
18?
labor, so it's
Are they
not.
over 18?
It's not as illegal. It's
Okay,
not as illegal.
withhold the critiques. Let's get through the design first.
Okay. So that would make electricity. We would be sending it through battery storage, right? That's what we agreed on.
Mm-hmm. This
Okay.
is the big battery.
And then the next weird idea was Lego turbines. So we would make a bunch of turbines out of Legos. Probably some we were just thinking electricity from Legos, because you can make those run for a bit. I remember watching a video where someone literally put together a bunch of Minecraft Lego bricks to make music. So I think that's where that idea came from. And then that would be making energy.
Your second source of electricity.
Yeah. How it would work, I got no idea.
I have Lego turbines, man.
Well,
We're creative.
how am I?
We'll just
It would
use
be
like the
super
the
powerful.
Lego robotic sets. We'll just use a bunch of Lego robotic sets with all the wires.
Like the Lego Boost and
Oh.
Lego.
How did I delete Emma from the whiteboard? Didn't know how I did that.
What do you
Sure,
mean
it
you
had something to
deleted
do
me?
with the delete button.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
But that was basically our ideas.
Good job, guys, and I like the drawings.
Yeah, I was the main drawer of this system.
Yes. The
I like how
waterfall
there's
looks
like 100
great though.
windmills.
Real leaders give credit to the full team, man.
Yep.
how did I delete Miss Terror?
All right, we got 2 minutes left. We got number 2, Team Hydro.
Hey, good job, team. Seriously,
Yeah.
Emma,
Yes.
Yeah.
Busy, everybody that contributed.
I'm
Not Team
impressed with
Hydro.
everybody and their ideas, actually.
Not Team Hydro.
Good job.
Please. Help. Time for Team Hydro.
What about
They had
ours
some
now?
good ideas.
What about Team Jelly Bean?
There is no Team Jelly Bean.
What about Team Hydro?
When did we create a
Let's
Team Jelly
see.
Bean?
What's the, I can pull up the white. Does somebody want to pull up their whiteboard? I can pull it up.
I can do that, I think.
Okay, it's under the
I
whiteboard.
think. Which one is this? It's not that one, is it? I think it's this one. No, not that one.
May 11th would be the,
I like Collier's hair.
I hope this is the right one.
Thank you.
all right.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
my goodness. That's
All right. Maybe we should move the actual thing to one side.
That's big.
wow.
wait, there's when did this appear?
That's
Whoa.
big.
All right, who's gonna go through it?
I can. I guess.
Oh, let me do it. I'll do it.
Yes, Ashwin. Make Ashwin do it. Ashwin's the one who wanted to be host for so long. Just give him a
Okay.
chance.
So
So
our idea was to take a like a pulley system. So what we would do.
No, it was not.
Yeah, bro. It's sort of a pulley system. So we would just put a very large object on top of a pole, and then
What?
the object would just come down and generate electricity.
What? That
It's
was
made
not
of
our
space
idea.
junk.
I
Bro,
thought
you
it
guys
was
kept on
space
talking
junk.
about space junk.
I thought we were
But you
gonna
also
draw
kept
boxes
talking about
and
child
nucleons
labor.
into bring-
So it would just come down and create electricity, and then get fed into a generator. but our problem was how would we bring up the box?
And so we decided to use child labor.
So
Child
we would use a crank that's supported with an electric motor that would help bring the box up. And the person who would be cranking it is a little Timmy. He was lost. We just picked him up. We promised him free candy.
Little Timmy.
Jelly beans, I think, right?
Honestly,
jelly.
I suggested one of those perpetual motion machines.
We didn't discuss half of this, and I don't remember this. You sure?
I remember this.
That's still child labor, and yet
Hey, we gotta draw little Timmy, bro.
Yeah, so the little Timmys would come, like our little
How old is
coworkers.
how illegal is it?
I think it's 9.5.
Oh my god.
Leave.
See,
There's
we have a little Timmy
Timmy
now.
with his little Timmy
Where's little
smile.
Timmy?
Look, little Timmy, he's working, bro. Little Timmy's working.
Where's little Timmy? Is that the red guy? Is that little?
To be fair, there were a lot of ideas thrown out, and Chauncey, I'm going to give you a shout out, man, because I thought yours was unlike anything I'd ever heard before. But you want to describe to the group what your idea was?
Sure. My idea was to use music, to put into like a generator of some sort to generate electricity that way.
Oh wow.
Like singing or music, which, there's a couple of ways you can create. Well, there's a couple of ways you can convert energy, right? We talked about gravity, which is the concept that they kind of landed on here, right? If the box falls, it's converting potential energy into kinetic energy. And through some method, you could convert that to electricity, right? The issue, like they said, is how do you get the box back up to restore the potential energy in the system and
And
keep
so
generating?
we decided on child labor.
Right.
Manual
But-
labor. It needs to sound
but-
better than that.
Singing, if you think about it, singing or music could have two effects. If you're singing, you're exhaling air, and that air could
Sound
be used
waves.
to turn a turbine. And that's right, sound waves carry energy.
Like
So
it could be hitting a very thin piece of paper or something, and it could be moving something to make electricity.
Vibration.
That's right. And vibrations are energy that you could convert into electricity to store in a battery. Space junk was talked about. Micah, you want to talk about your space junk idea?
Well, I thought we could like somehow like use space junk to in some way power, like maybe we would use the space junk to like maybe when it fell we'd kind of like redirect the falling so it falls onto a turbine. Though I was never quite sure about that one. Kind of just
But maybe it would have been heat that
left.
powered a turbine.
One of the ways we look for maximum efficiency is to take the waste product from one source and turn it into the source of energy for another, right?
Yeah.
So that idea is not far off either, right? When we talked about biofuels, we were taking the waste from certain processes and making energy for others, right? So you're not far off with looking for sources of things that are, and I think that was one of the biggest open ideas that I heard in the breakout room was how do we take something that's like readily available and use it to make energy? That's really good thinking through the availability and affordability of your energy source.
And there was the moon idea.
There's the
Yeah.
moon, yes.
Right. Also something that's readily available, right?
Yeah, we just
Basically,
like
you just
attach
attach
a rope to
the moon to a rope. You just attach the moon to the rope, and it would spin around the Earth, which would power a big old wheel, which would make electricity.
That's right.
You could probably
And that-
power all the world.
problem with that is
one-
that sounds very possible, doesn't it?
Well,
That
how much
sounds
would that
very
cost?
inexpensive, very
That's
inexpensive.
moon labor. That's illegal.
And then you get little
Moon
Timmys
labor?
to maintenance to keep up the maintenance there.
Wait,
I didn't know that was a
Mr.
thing.
Can you keep recording the meeting until it ends completely?
You sure we can't do the Kahoot?
No.
We can do like one of the first Kahoots if you wanted
Yes.
to. See if it's-
Yay! Yes.
Oh my
yes.
gosh.
Kahoots. Ow.
I'll say one more thing that I liked that the other group that presented first mentioned was thinking through the emissions part. What comes out of the process, right? One of their goals that they set up front was we want to minimize emissions or produce no emissions, right? So what I've heard through both groups so far is that we're thinking about reliability, affordability, and availability of an energy source, how it's going to produce energy, as well as, you know, what comes out the other end of the process. How much waste does it create? So I'm really proud of you guys for, you know, taking in everything in the spectrum of energy production and use and recycling, and great job on the course. It's been a pleasure. And I hope you know, if you're interested, you continue your studies into the topic, because there's a lot of work that needs to be done in the future.
Thank you very much for having the class.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
My
fun.
pleasure. Don't forget, we're all connected.
Yes.
By wires and by
Oh.
internet.
I like the stars.
That's right.
That's
If
so weird.
you think about how we're using energy right now, we have people participating in this call that are located thousands of miles away. Right? That's incredible.
we're
And
we're
it's
talking to
it's
you.
only
off
going to get
of,
better.
And you can see what's happening live on the ISS if you want to in space.
That's right. All right, guys. Till next time. We'll see you later.
Bye.
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 Adios.
Bye.
Now let's have some
All right,
fun.
we can do a pass like
You
we
weren't
go to
already
the
having
very
fun?
first energy Kahoot if you wanted to,
Yay!
and
Let's
see if you remembered it.
Our very first
Energy
energy
Kahoot.
Kahoot.
Okay.
Bring back
You
the
wanna do
good
that?
memories. I don't even remember what our first Kahoot was about.
I
Okay.
know. That's why I have my notes. I'm trying to remember.
Oh wow.
what it was.
All right, let
I
me
don't
see if I can get
Where
the.
my notes.
Man, I'm going to the very first one where I was messing with things. Oh, it's about where.
Oh
energy
yeah. Oh,
comes
you're
from.
supposed to.
Let's see.
Let me find.
Do the easiest one. Do the easiest one.
The easiest one.
Frozen to Kahoot?
Okay. Let me do
Oh, it
this,
has
do this, and this. Perfect.
What was that?
Okay.
I don't win. I will pay everybody in this class 5 cents.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
How? Oh, that's going to be hard to distribute.
Yeah, it will be.
Next time
I
I
have
see.
Canadian or
$10 in
American?
Easter money.
Let's see.
I
Share
have
screen.
$10 in Easter money. I have enough.
Hey, Emma,
Easter
Emma.
money.
In
If you really
Canadian
want
yeah,
to
yeah.
bet,
or American?
let's say, Emma, if you really want to bet, if you don't come in first place, then you have to come back and stay in Texas.
Bruh.
Ooh.
All right,
Oh,
can everybody
wow.
see
Leave
this?
your family behind.
Leave your family behind. Wow. Okay, let's see. Game pen.
All right.
Monkey. Somebody said monkey.
Seven
Monkey.
3463.
No, they
Yes.
changed all the monkey icons. They changed the monkey icon.
They've changed all of them.
How many people we have here in our?
Make me host. Wait, no. Make Ashwin host. He's a good host.
Yeah, I'm a good host.
Wait. I've been back.
They have a horse. I did not realize that.
They changed the monkey.
They did.
They changed the monkey.
Then again,
Oh,
they
yes, they did. They
they
did.
used to have a cat and they got rid of it.
They got a camel now. And a
Yeah.
sea monster.
All right, we can see how well
Where's the
you
camel?
guys
There is a
remember the
Oh.
first energy class. All right, is that everyone? I think that's 9.
It looks so weird.
How many do we have here? 10? That's everyone.
Okay. I'm gonna start.
All right.
All right.
Hey. Get ready.
Let's see if I remember anything.
I know.
Intro
Aim
to
for the
Intro to
podium next
energy.
time. This time we
Let's
have
try
to aim for the podium. What does that mean?
What makes my oh my
wow.
god.
Oh.
blue jeans.
That's blue
All right.
jeans. I remember this now.
Burger King? Who was
How many
that?
12 gallons of gasoline?
Oh, what was this?
Oh no!
Oh
we
no,
don't
it was
remember
like
Oh, no.
50. It was like 50,
Oh, I think it was
50
20.
some
We're going with this.
It's 5.
no,
I
it
don't
was
remember.
20.
I don't remember
It
that
was-
calculation.
Bruh.
Oh, hey.
It was 50 gallons. No.
Who is Hawaii?
Moi.
Oh,
He's downstairs playing. I think it's 5 gallons this time. It has to be 5 gallons. Wait, was it 5 gallons? It was 5
It
gallons.
was
No, it wasn't 5 gallons. It was
22 gallons. It was
33, 33.
Yeah.
Literally, Emma, stop saying the answer out loud, please.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Oh, I was.
I
I'm
just
bad.
bypassed you.
It's green.
Bro,
Who did blue? What was blue?
And what ways do we use energy?
I think it's green.
I'm so bad with Kahoots. Got it correct. He comes from fossil.
I do not
Oh,
remember
no,
this.
approximately
25%.
what
Uh,
25,
uh,
25. It's
Wait,
20,
I
it's
remember
25,
this.
guys.
Oh,
I remember
yay.
my-
It's 20, it's 25.
Oh man. Oh, it was
You
8.
can,
Dang it.
you
Yeah,
can never tell
Yay.
what it is.
What would you do
You can never
without
tell
me?
if he's right or not.
Oh man.
A Burger King and your baby. Which forms of electricity produces
Geothermal,
nuclear,
natural gas,
hydro,
coal, natural gas,
solar? I don't know
hydrogen.
this.
It's green, it's green.
It has
Blue.
to be red.
Man, I'm surprised I remember this.
Yay, it's red, it's red, it's red, it's red.
Oh, this is good. Going up.
Produce energy by being burned. and
Which of the
produce
following
emissions? CO2 and water. I said the answer
It's
again.
there. CO2 is definitely.
I said the answer
On 6th place.
again.
Oh, who's Burger King? Whopper.
I don't know who Burger King is. Yeah.
It's accounted for by the internet.
Oh,
Uses.
what
I
was
remember this
this?
one. It was
No.
It's green, it's
Five,
green, it's green, it's
7.
green. Oswald, it's
100%,
green,
20.
choose
I
green.
think it's.
Oswald.
Yeah, it's green, it's green, it's green, it's green, it's green.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay.
he actually chose green.
No.
You chose green.
It tricked Austin into choosing green.
Overall global electricity use.
By lighting
Oh.
buildings. I think it was
For
like
lighting
25,
That's like 50%,
It's
wasn't it?
10%. It's 10%.
20.
It's 10. It's 10,
20.
guys.
right?
Not 20.
Yeah, it's-
I swear it's not. It's not.
It's 50. No, it's not. It is 20. I'm 9th place. Oh no.
Yeah.
How many people are there? I think there's 9 people. There's 9 people, right? Oh, that was like
hours.
100.
A billion.
100,000?
3 million watt
1,000?
hours. 3 million watt hours.
Which was it?
3 million.
Blue, I chose blue. I don't know if it's
it was
blue or
that.
not.
I meant 100,000.
It's yellow. It's yellow like mustard.
Oh, 7th
Oh, I
place.
know.
I think I'm doing good.
Red.
Yeah,
Wait,
you're
speaking
doing better.
of
I'm
vitamin mustard, after this meeting, I'm going to Chick-fil-A for
I don't
you
know.
know.
Who's Hawaii? A
Happy
hybrid.
A
car.
hybrid car.
Use only electricity produced by power plant. Use batteries to provide all the needed power. Use a combination of gasoline and electricity.
I chose the wrong answer.
Yay!
It's
Sixth place.
I knew it was
actually
blue. I
blue,
knew
green,
it
and
was
both
blue.
black.
I knew it was blue. I didn't move. Okay,
This is-
thank goodness.
This is better than you've ever done. How
How
many watts?
many
are
watts
in
are in 1 kilowatt? 1,000.
Uh-oh. I think
Yellow
it's-
was 1,000, so yes.
Was it a
it's-
million?
Oh wait, it's
No, it was
it's
1,000,
red. It's red. It's red. Oswald, it's red.
It was 100.
Yeah, it's red. It's red.
100. Just do 100. Just do one. No!
Oh.
I told y'all.
Oh,
You did not
okay, I will stop
listen.
my- I will shut my mouth.
I think Austin likes cahoots.
Oh
How
god.
many kilowatts does it use?
Oh my god.
It's
Green,
50.
green.
Oh no, it was red,
It's
right?
green.
Well, million.
Should have used. Man, I should have looked in my.
It's green.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh,
I
okay.
guess yellow.
Yay.
All right, cool.
It's yellow, of course.
Emma, why do you have a sword?
Oh. What was this?
2050. I
Billion,
thought it
2
was
billion.
a gagillion people.
A gajillion.
A
people.
gagillion. I think that's fifth.
It's yellow.
It was a gagillion. It was a gagillion.
Look, you can see it's Napoleon and sweets.
Gagillion. Yay. Well, 50.
Yeah, now I'm never gonna.
Yes.
Oh.
But there's still 10
Uh.
questions. With the growth of population, how much is the demand for energy expected to
I
grow?
got it. Not very much, Ball. None, because we'll all be saving energy.
15. Something
That's
like
We would,
answer?
I would love it if we'd all save energy, but there's no way that will
Yeah.
happen.
Yay. I'm behind Hawaii.
I'm in ninth
Turn
place.
your lights off every day. That's how we'll
False.
save energy. Countries that are still developing increase their energy consumption.
We're still developing. Will increase.
It's false. It's false. It's false.
True,
guys.
true.
Yes.
All countries are very developed in energy.
Yes. Oh wait, you're still behind Burger
Uh.
King.
I'm sorry, Desiree.
Come
It's
on.
What?
What? Okay, that happened to both of us.
Hold on.
Shy Guys is in the lead.
Shy Guys? What is the unit of measures of what? Electric current?
Work.
Work.
Yeah, it's work, I guess.
Yay.
10 points
I
behind
don't
Toshiba.
Energy current is volts.
10 points
Come
behind
on.
Toshiba.
I need to catch up.
Is Jewel
A
the
Joule.
Oh, what was this?
What? Ah, that must be
Rock and roll.
Work, play, rock and roll.
rock and roll. What? Oh, it was
What?
It was work?
Wait a minute.
What? It was?
What?
That's so.
I forgot about that answer.
No, I know it is, but no one else. Okay, is electricity considered
Energy is very good. Potential.
I swear to God.
kinetic?
Potential
I don't
energy.
Sound like
No,
electromagnetic.
it's electromagnetic. What?
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Oh.
Safe place.
Ah.
Everyone's getting. Did everyone get that wrong?
1.21 gigawatts.
Gigawatts. It's a
It's
gigawatt.
flux capacitor.
Flux capacitor.
It's flux capacitor.
7th.
At
place.
least I got something right.
I know.
Shy
right?
Guys is so good at
I've
this.
adopted the whole saying the wrong thing from Ashwin.
Oh no,
Oh.
this question.
To run per
This
year.
dreaded question.
And
I don't like this one.
I don't like this one either.
It's $10.
263. No.
$10. Oh man,
How
I
much is
don't
a
remember.
kilowatt again?
$10.
53. 53, I think. Yeah, it's wrong.
I'm
Don't blame
wrong.
me. Don't blame me.
These are two numbers.
We'll go with that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I told ya.
Okay, okay.
I told you, Micah. $53. I'm in 6th.
All
I
right,
got
third
you,
place,
Micah.
not
I got
bad.
you. What percent of the world's population lives in undeveloped
8%.
countries? Uh-oh.
50.
80%.
It's 25.
25,
The
maybe?
world is very civilized. 25.
Oh,
One of those two.
15 points behind Make Me Host.
One person each chose the wrong
Yes,
answer.
finally, I'm back.
Oh, nice.
Yay.
Nice,
Nobody
nice,
up the first
nice.
True.
I think learning about energy is awesome. I can't wait to know more.
Oh, no.
All
Lego
Guys, Lego
Lego
movie.
Man!
What did we say?
Lego Man!
We got Legos.
Who picked false? Who picked
False.
false?
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Podium.
All right.
People could
Get your
actually insert cool
Did people get that ink for the podium message
Oh, you
again?
got first. And
I got
Good
beautifully
job,
played.
shows
Desiree.
energy.
I somewhat
Shy Guys
remember.
is
It's either Alexis, it's either Desiree or
Wait, are you going to do more
Or
Kahoots?
Emma.
Woohoo! Is there more Kahoots? No.
Yeah, do you want to do
I
the
got
I'm
next
so
one?
happy.
No.
Yeah. All right. Let's see how much we
I
remember of the entire thing, guys.
This is like the
I got
end of the year tests.
I know. We need one for
I
this
got
week,
third-
technically.
not.
But
I only remember
I
from
got
that
third
one because I
place.
saw
I
you
was
were-
I was in search school user. I got third place.
So that's the only reason I knew anything.
Do you guys want to
But
do?
I did the math. But I actually did the
yeah,
math on
let's
the-
go.
I want to do one more. Let's see if I can beat Desiree.
Okay, hold on.
I
You'll
was
never beat
surprised I
Desiree.
remembered that much.
So,
Desiree's
Tara, do you think Mr. Mike would be interested in doing like an engineering thing over the like building stuff? If everybody bought the same kit?
Oh yeah, he would love to do that. That's his wheelhouse, sure.
Cool.
It would have to, I will
Mhm.
say, it would have to be before July. His well executes July and August, July, August, September, so he'll be like swamped.
Okay.
All right, so the
Well,
next
if
one,
you think
guys.
of-
Oh, go on.
Kahoot kangaroo.
No, I said if he chooses, if he wants to, and he finds a kit that he would like everybody to order, just let me know.
Okay.
Wait. I have the first.
Okay, so
Kahoot
here's your
King,
choice,
Michael.
guys.
You could
You
do
got,
Kahoot King.
do you guys want to
King.
do electricity, fossil fuels, or alternative energies?
I Kahoot music.
any Kahoot, any Kahoot.
Fossil fuels?
Fossil fuels?
Why is Emma all the way back in her room? That's why is she against the wall?
Okay.
What are you gonna be
hold
doing?
on.
What's he doing?
Hang on. What's the game?
What are you doing, Emma?
Hold on.
What
I'm
is
playing
Emma
Oh,
doing?
I think she's dancing.
I'm playing Kahoot music. Do you not hear this?
He's
I
getting
hear
pumped
it.
ready to do battle.
What is happening?
There it is.
You said
There
we
we go.
could
Oh,
do
okay. Let's see.
I'm
We
putting this close to y'all
got
so you can hear it.
6, 6, 17.
Kahoot King. Kahoot King.
So 4, 5, 3, 6, 6, 7, 2.
Mm,
Remember 4, 5, 3. Kahoot. There. Actually, remember 6, 6, 7, 2.
What character was? Oh, it was a frog with a crown. Yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. How could I beat that?
Wait. Who's 3?
Wait, you're gonna be that guy?
Who's 3?
Kahoot King. That's so weird. Kahoot King.
I chose 3.
I'm the Kahoot King.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
She's gonna be asking.
Hey Siri.
Why are you boring? The kitty cat. The kitty cat. She's gonna be serious. Don't you dare cheat with Siri, Emma. Don't
No,
you
I'm
dare.
putting on music.
Oh, good.
All right, is that everyone? Did we have 8 or 9 last time?
No, wait.
We had
I'm doing it.
Okay.
We had 9 last time because I was in 9th place.
I'm
at one
having
point.
trouble connecting to the internet. For more info, check the home app.
What? Wait, what did this?
Wait, hold on. I'm almost ready.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri, my boy. I mean my girl. Siri.
Oh boy. It's me, Mario.
All right, is that it? How many people do we have
To the
here?
internet. For more info, check the home app.
Check the home app. Hey Siri.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. For more info, check the home app.
All right, is that it? I'm gonna start.
Yes.
Yes.
It's me, Mario.
Having trouble connecting to the internet. For more info, check the home app.
Emma, I think your thing's broken.
It's not connecting to the internet. So oh no, possibly.
Yay.
Go. Fossil fuels are. Blue.
Really old things that emit energy.
Really?
It's time to go. It's time to go cool mode.
Okay.
I inserted my cool sunglasses.
Oh,
Plants died.
What you get in your stocking if you're bad.
Yes. I'm first.
What does impact?
Yeah, red.
It's red.
Yeah, it's red.
Oh, it's red.
Definitely
So
red.
red.
It's so obvious that it's red.
Very red. It is so
That's literally an impact. Literally.
No?
Yeah,
No.
blue. Sixth place.
I got chipped out. I'm gonna battle with Jesse.
Vermin colon include which of the following?
Of course it's not red. Wasn't last time.
H2S.
It's yellow.
Yeah.
Look,
I am in sixth place. This is what happens.
Seven.
King Cat Shy Guys. Which pairs of
Peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly, guys. Peanut butter and jelly. Oh, yeah. It's peanut butter and jelly.
Safe to mine and dirty.
Peanut butter and jelly, guys.
Green. It's green. It was green.
I'm in fifth place. Fifth place.
Which of the following is an experimental way to reduce CO2 emissions from coal? Subscribing.
Scrubbing. Scrubbing. Scrub it.
Imagination.
Imagination.
Imagination. What? It's
I
not
have to go.
It's scrubbing.
I have to go.
New bag houses removed. Mercury and lead, ash, and some heavy metals.
Ash and some heavy materials. Yeah.
I have to go because I have to go to a hangout.
Ash and some heavy metal.
Goodbye,
Yeah, ash and
Miles.
some heavy metal. Look, the thing's moving around the arrow. Yeah.
Another competitor leaves the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're in sixth place, Micah. Yes.
We're
Six on the leaderboard.
Arg.
Scrubbers removed.
Uh-oh.
It removes the I am metal guy. It removes the I am metal.
It's
It
either red or
removes the angry man.
It's either red or green.
It removes the angry man.
It's red or wearing.
Sixth place.
I'm in fourth place. In the fourth place, I'm in fourth.
Oh, you have so many points.
Yes.
I do most points. Siri, you fell. It's yellow. It's yellow. Yellow. It's yellow, guys. Okay, I chose the.
Because coal doesn't produce emissions.
Oh, come on.
Easy.
I selected red because I did not know what I was doing. I'm still in fourth place. That's good though.
At least you're still in sixth. I'm still in
I'm
sixth
in
place.
fourth now.
The biggest weakness
That
of coal.
it is
Dirty. Dirty. It is very dirty.
dirty.
Oh, darn! It is.
I can hear fifth place. Yes,
Like
I'm on the leaderboard.
I can hear Caleb going like, "Arg."
Insert cool user. What?
That's me.
1,073.4. Okay. What is the main reason?
Cheap,
why
cheap, cheap.
I like
Which
to-
one's cheap? Cost.
We do it.
Reliability, boy.
Fourth place.
Wow. Wow.
Yay! It was. Oh, yay! You're fourth. I'm set. Oh my goodness.
Electricity from coal has a percentage for poverty.
Poverty. What? This is stinking fancy.
Oh, you still.
What? I think it was. No, it was poverty. I chose
Yeah.
poverty. Yeah, oils made from plankton. Fish.
No.
Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs.
Baking soda.
Dinosaurs.
In addition to
In
heat and
addition
time,
to
what
heat
other
and time,
factors?
what
can
other?
prevent-
Okay, I know this one.
That
one.
Pressure
A
of
bad
attitude.
Yeah,
Definitely about
Oh no, I'm just getting worse.
insert cool user.
Come on, get ahead, Micah. Just get to first.
Approximately how
Oil
long?
to form. Like a day, 110 to.
Like a day. Like a day. No, 10 minutes to
10 minutes and 1200 watt microwave.
I'm still going back. They're so good. They're still good, Micah, right? Mine's 6 now.
Oil must be the
Ready
to listen. Process.
process.
Taught calculus. It has to be taught calculus, guys.
Yes. No, it has to be
Almost
ready to
1,300
listen, and it
behind
must be taught.
Sahan Alpha. I want to get some of my points.
Get it wrong. Get it
They're
wrong.
answered quickly.
The deepest offshore.
So, oh no, I can't remember.
Kill.
Okay.
Oh,
Ditto. Yes, her ditto. Full face. You still
Fine.
Oh, she's slowly backing down.
I know. Gugu is so inspiring.
Blank.
Difficult.
Hazardous, expensive.
Easy, safe, and
Simple, fast, accurate.
Difficult, hazardous, and
Oh, I
expensive.
got it wrong. That's nice.
If I got it wrong,
I got it wrong.
Wow, that
2,215.
1,270 points behind insert cool user.
Methane is a natural gas in the greenhouse gas, but it's better than coal or oil because
It's more available.
this one.
It's
more available.
Hello, Shredder.
It's more available.
yellow.
Oh,
It was
it's
yellow.
yellow.
Ah.
Yellow.
Like answered song.
Kahooting.
Why is fracking a new word?
It sounds scary.
It sounds scary, guys. It sounds very scary.
That's scary. It
Wait,
sounds
no, it produces acid rain.
It's free.
kind of in the middle of a Kahoot here. Okay. What are the current choices for baseline power? Cow power.
yeah.
Hamsters and wheels.
Oh
No,
man.
no, guys. Cows with smiley faces on them.
Cow power.
Yeah.
Yeah. Natural parts of net.
Predicted to remain low.
Because less people are using it. Because of fracking. Because less people are using it. No, it's because of fracking. It's actually.
Oh, I'm doing really good. I'm gonna get on the.
All right. Common uses of natural
What's
gas.
the common uses for natural gas, sir?
It's not drinking water.
Pokemon Go.
It's used for Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go, my God.
It's not really used for anything though.
Did you do the one that said
Or maybe
Pokemon Go?
not
No,
really.
he didn't. That would have been so wrong.
No,
Because on that it also said Ferris wheels. How was methane generated?
Uh-oh.
Hopes and dreams.
Hopes and dreams.
Don't need a sack of a turbine.
Mommy, help queen. Turbine, hopes and dreams, injecting water into ship. This one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember
yes.
that.
1,084 points behind insert cool user. Who is insert cool user?
That's me.
Oh man, where's the natural gas quantities? Costco.
No, cows.
Pig.
Oh dear, I don't even know what I clicked.
Who is Kahoot King? Who is Kahoot King?
Me. I'm
Micah
Kahoot King.
Philip are Kahoot King.
Micah is Kahoot King.
Micah the cool guy is Kahoot King.
Good.
Eli, stop.
Then who is
Asteroid.
behind me?
Think about what we're doing when you're just shouting out the wrong answer. Don't listen to Eli, guys. Don't listen to Eli. He's getting some dinosaurs or asteroids or something. Chemical formula for natural.
Oh my god, I do not remember.
Thankfully, I remember.
Oh yeah, it is. It's great. It's great. No, don't shout the real answer out loud.
Thank you.
Gave me 2 examples of methane, so I was confused for a second.
True or false?
True or false? Proportion net North American.
Oh no, I can't remember.
I was born.
think that was
No,
fine.
it stayed the same, right?
I
It
all right.
No, what is
Produced from burning natural gas.
Natural gas.
Rainbow Skittles? Not really. Must be
Rainbow Skittles, guys.
Oh, it's not green, by the way.
Yeah, I kind of got that.
Which compound is one of the
Plastics and plastics.
Ammonia.
Ammonia.
Water?
I remember hearing that.
Oh, it's
No
a
way.
acid.
No way. No way.
Guys, we might at any time be accident. Come here. Guys, we might. Okay, which of the following represents
uses a natural gas heating. Which of the following is
Let me downstairs.
podium
Place. 5th place.
We're at
Okay.
18,083 points. Yahoo! Okay,
Yes.
Okay.
Second place. Second place. That's the best I've ever done. Best.
Best stuff.
Hey, Scary.
The best we've ever done is second place.
I got second. Well, I'm happy.
Guys,
Why shouldn't I yell? It's Kayla. Hello, Kayla.
Hey, Siri.
leave. We might accidentally leave this minute. We might accidentally leave and it's so good. Computers on low battery. Well, it's on. Oh dear. Battery of low.
All right. That was the end of the Kahoots. Good job. That was your final test.
This is the
Hey.
best I've ever
All
done
right.
in Kahoots.
Oh,
that
see,
was-
you
that's
aced the
the
end of your
end.
test.
That's what this is called. Close your
Goodbye.
eyes. That was the best I've ever done in Kahoots. I got second
Good
place.
job, Micah.
My God. Best I've ever done.
Good job.
Second.
Well, till the next
Hey,
unit and the next Kahoots. We'll see you guys next time.
Hey, Siri.
All right.
Okay.
We'll probably do
Goodbye.
physics
Goodbye.
is the next one.
Yeah.
Goodness. Hey, Desi, while I have you on here, are you going to do anything new with the code breakers? Have you looked at the
Hey,
coding
Siri.
stuff yet?
So the Python thing that
Yeah.
my mom signed me up for.
Siri.
There's a lot of printouts on that. So
Okay. So you're thinking
Yeah.
maybe to stick with Code Kingdoms?
yeah, I'll probably stick with Code Kingdoms.
Okay, cool.
I know that one
Oh,
better
bye.
and it
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay, so just let me know when
Goodbye.
you're ready.
All right.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Code Kingdoms is pretty easy. I'm going to make sure we can get it up here in Newfoundland. So,
All right.
all right. Good job. I think you did the best in the class, Desi. Good job.
Yeah, I was surprised I remembered that much.
All right. Well, have a good day.
All right. Bye.
Bye.